Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. It's Ian from Income Switch. I want to go over the overall indices charts because a lot of us here are starting to trade the micro futures, which for the NASDAQ would be the slash MNQ. So that would be the micro NASDAQ. So I will pull that up because that is the actual ticker that I am mostly alerting here in this group. So as you can see, I did start my shorts on Friday. I right now am 3 contracts short, and I want to kind of go over why I'm starting to go short after what we've seen as a pretty big V pattern recovery. And just so you guys know what a V pattern is, as you can see, in February when we started getting the sell-off here, we had a pretty steep drop, and we hit the bottom here around or just say, to make it easier, 69, make it about 7,000 on the MNQ, and we have made a nice big recovery since middle of March, and it is making a what you call a V shape. So down, bottom, and up. So V-shaped recovery is what we've been getting. Now, you do see a lot of people all over the place talking about different channels and pivots and things like that forming in the market. That is true. The problem with that is that when there are so many people who see it, it rarely ever plays out. So I want to kind of show you what I'm looking at and why I have gone short the market as of Friday. First thing I want to look at is these blue colors on here are the volume profile. So these are the biggest volume days and biggest volume areas of the market on both the monthly and weekly charts. So I did take it off of the daily on this personal one because it does get a little bit too busy. So you can see these red lines are what I would call as a magnet, where the market is drawn to because of volume. So you can see here there's a big one here around 86, about 8,700. 8670 was what I've had set up in my system. So we saw many bounces off of 8670 in intraday movements that we were able to play through that. The last one we've had was about 8925, 8930, that area. And then now what we're seeing is the next big one up is 9500. So as far as a magnet goes, it is saying that 9,500 is a possibility to hit and to continue. But what I'm seeing more so on the intraday charts is, again, you can see these big volume areas. So we have, I'm just going to say 9,000 is a big magnet. And then on a daily, we have 9180 as a big magnet as well. So earlier in the week, I called out 9250 as a potential reversal area. And I still do hold to that. So it does look like about 92.25 we started getting some resistance in the market on Friday. And that's where I started wanting to really get into my short. So you can see my average cost is 91.93. So I did start that a little bit earlier than originally anticipated. But that's because the first one actually happened overnight and I missed my entry. So as it started bouncing back up, I started my original entry of 2 shorts a little bit lower than what I originally wanted to do. But I did add in to increase my my price, and I will continue to do that as well as I start getting some signals to drop down. So you can see, as I said, the 92.25 area was a big resistance on Friday. I do expect that to continue. I do think that we could probably get to 92.50, 92.75, but I would say that would be where I think we're going to start kind of seeing a little bit of pullback. We had a hell of a week in the market, and I think that we are due for a pullback, even if it's not what I would say like the top of the market where we're going to retest the lows. I don't think we're going to retest the lows. with, all the news coming out, economy potentially opening back up. We have seen a lot of dark pool purchasing this week, but we did also have, with that said, we also did have 2 consecutive days of lower dark pool activity. So that is another reason why I started my short on Friday as well. So my overall goal with this short would probably be about the 9,000 area. So I'd be looking for, right now about a 200 point move back down to 9,000 area. So because that would be the next lower volume magnet. So I think we would get probably a bounce right around 9,100 and potential move back down to the 9,000 area this week, Monday or Tuesday. What I would suggest if you guys are not in it, I do think that we are going to see a small bounce in the overnight futures. Just a continued move from last week. And then I would say, by cash open, I think that we would start seeing some selling into the market. So if you're not into it, I would say that it might be, you probably still would have an entry starting about 6 o'clock tonight as a overnight futures trade. And again, I'm trading the MNQ, the micro futures, and right now I'm only 3 short. But I will continue to add into this one up until about 7 to 10 contracts, which would make a full mini futures contract. So if you guys do have any questions, let me know. But other than that, good luck this week and let's go get it.